Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13. This is the reunion part 2. So LaToya versus Drew. We see their many clashes throughout the season. Andy asked, how did this even begin? Of course, Drew is like, you're going to have to ask that one because she is the one that came for me straight, right out the gate. Toya, she says that it was Drew's wig. It was Drew's wig. It was just so trash. I'm just like, girl, you just be asking for it. Now, if that lady just takes her shoe off and throwing right there in your forehead with that heel, is she wrong? No, she wouldn't even be wrong. A question comes in for Toya, what has Drew done to you? Her response, the wig. It's the wig. It's the wig. That wig really, really bothered her. Drew is confused as well. She's like, we've had a few pleasantries. We have pleasant moments outside of filming, real deal heart to hearts and vulnerable moments. So like, I'm not understanding why I get all this rah, rah, rah from her. Toya, your wig is trash. It's the wig, girl. The wig. She just said she ain't doing the wig. Cynthia chimes in because she's sick of Wiggate, and so am I. So am I. Cynthia says, we have all come on here in a bad wig, bad outfit, bad something, bad makeup, so we really have to stop. This is petty, it's childish. Like, we've all done it. So singling her out like this is the worst thing ever and making it a whole storyline is ridiculous. And Cynthia is right. Kenya says that, she co-signs on what Cynthia is saying, but then she says, but Drew took it further. Drew took it further by tweeting something. She retweeted a picture of Kenya. Kenya had on a half wig situation, and it was terrible. It was terrible. Like you could see the indentation of where that half wig started and where her hair was supposed to cover it, but it did not. And she tagged Kenya Moore Hair Care in it. You know how Kenya is. Don't come for the brand. Don't come for the brand. But whatever, girl. Then we see Kenya and LaToya's real, and their little budding friendship giving real deal lesbian. That's what it's giving. Kenya says she still got a bone to pick with LaToya. She's still upset about LaToya, running and telling that. But she said she really can't get into all the details on, the ins and outs in their friendship and why there's, sort of a breakdown there. Because LaToya be acting like she don't care. LaToya just be like, oh, girl, you mad at me? You'll be all right. You'll get over it. You'll be in my bed by the night. Don't even worry about it, girl. I'm not worried about it. Can you say she's still crushing on LaToya? I got a crush, And they're like, Andy says, I didn't even think he was into girls. She's like, I'm not. That's the thing. I'm not. Yes, you are, girl. Yes, you are. You got a whole crush on her, then you're into girls. Like, that's how it works. Andy asked about her feelings, about Toya and Portia's kiss. And she says that wasn't the issue. What the issue was at dinner in South Carolina, she felt like LaToya didn't have her back when the ladies were kind of, chiming in on the whole not having food. The ladies was fed up by that dinner. You ain't got no food for us. You running around here, acting like you didn't do nothing to us. You left us hanging, one night to go and be with Brooklyn for the rest of the night. Like, they called you to the carpet, and you ain't like that, and she felt like LaToya should have, jumped in to her defense. LaToya said, girl, I don't know what be going on with you and these women. Like, one minute y'all laughing and cool, then the next minute you at each other's throats. Like, so I really don't know. I can't really keep up. They talk about, if they've had a sexual encounter, can you say, I ain't never seen it, smelt it, tasted it, none of that. I ain't never been near it. I've never had my face in the place. I don't know nothing about LaToya's vagina. I've never been a part. And, everybody like, girl, yeah, right. Y'all done did something. Because you hooked, okay? You hooked. That girl got sunk her teeth in you, and you're not going to tell us that nothing happened. But anyway, Toya say, I haven't seen your booty. I didn't see your booty. She's like, oh yeah, I showed you a little cellulite that I wanted to get rid of. Really, girl? You had to show her your whole ass to do that? Just say, girl, I got this cellulite that I'm trying to get rid of. Why are you sending the whole picture? Like, that's like me sending a picture of my breasts to my friend like, girl, I wish I could get these things lifted. Like, who does that? Anyway, Andy mentions, how Drew made some comments about Kenya and LaToya's relationship. I want to say she might have been on Watch What Happens Live. I don't remember, but Drew was really on there, giving her whole synopsis. I think they're dating. I think they've had sex. I feel the connection. Drew say, I just felt the connection between y'all. That's all I'm saying. Toya says, I mean, you cheated on your husband with me. Girl, really? It was like a curveball. Yeah, you cheated on your husband with me. We kissed. Drew is like, no, we did not. Drew is denying, deny. I did not. And Candy over there, yes, you did. Yes, you did. Portia, didn't you tell me that she did? Portia's like, I don't remember. I don't really remember. Don't be dragging me in this. Don't drag me in it. Drew denies it, all the way to the end. Drew say, I ain't never in my life kissed you, so I don't know what you lying about. Toya gets a question about telling Kenya's business to Portia and Drew. And, that's when she says she can't really keep up. She's still on that. I really don't know the dynamic between Kenya and the rest of the ladies because they're so up and down. And Kenya's like, listen, I'm sorry, sis, but I'm gonna have to call bullshit because that's just some BS. Everybody know that I don't like these hoes. Everybody know that. Even though Kenya is really trying to act like, what these women have done to me. What did they do to you, girl? What did they do to you? It's the other way around. We know what you have done to the people. Girl, please. Anyway, LaToya tries to bring Candy in it like, well, I mean, Candy did it too. Candy's like, I shouldn't have said nothing, and neither should you. That's just that. They break for a minute, to bring Marlo and Shamia in. Ooh, Shamia's outfit, girl. I ain't like that. I ain't like it. I ain't like it at all. No. I was gonna say I kind of stomach. Well, yeah, I can. I can stomach her hairstyle. I like big hair when Shamia does that. That's nice on her. But it just wasn't. It didn't give. Like everybody else was giving. Next time, Shamia. Next time. Anyway, she's asked about her look. So what you got going on? What's your look? Marlo over in the cut. Coming to America. She was giving woof, 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 woof. That's what she was giving. Anyway, and Shamia, like, she's gunning for Marlo. So anytime Shamia says anything or adds anything, it's in contrary to Marlo. She ain't here for it. We didn't see. I've read that Marlo made a comment about, if your husband laying down with you, then I know he'll sleep with me. He laying down with the likes of you. Listen, Roxanne, if y'all don't follow this channel, I think she changed it to It's Rocks instead of For It's Rocks. But anyway, Rox over there said that Shamia's husband looks like Issa Rae. She said he looked like Issa Rae, and I had went back and looked at the picture. Listen, I laughed for at least 5 minutes straight because it was so accurate. It was so accurate. It was so accurate. It's the smile. It's the smile. Whew, anyway, Marlo's dress, she got a lot. I ain't like that. Everybody was going up, and I'm just, girl, what is this? It was cheap looking, like Body Central, one of them stores, like a Charlotte Russe kind of dress, I ain't like that one. I only want to see Toni Braxton in the whole sides out kind of look. Toni does it and does it well. Marlo's body is nice. You know, she got her money well spent. Money well spent. And Shamia is trying to like shame her. Oh, fresh out of lipo, where you know you just sat on the table, lipo. Girl, so so what? You look like you done sat on the table. Because Shamia gives it. She has that body type that, you know. I'm assuming I know she works out. I'm sure of that. But it wouldn't surprise me if she had lipo herself, you know, or at least a Brazilian butt lift. That wouldn't surprise me. I'm sure she's had work done. Girl. And if you did so, like, what is that to do to feel like you shaming somebody by telling everybody she had lipo? Okay. So, talking about you lying to your friends. Anyway, they play the South Carolina footage of Kenya, you know, being a piss poor host. And you know, she admits to being selfish for not ordering the ladies' food or whatever. And when it comes to her bringing Brooklyn and, you know, and that not being fair, you know, she doubles down on, you know, if the ladies wanted to bring their babies, they would. She even, you know, directs it at Candy. Now, Candy, you arrange for a whole dick in the box. So if you could arrange for that, then you could have arranged for your baby to be with you. That's just that. You know, and Candy and Portia are like, well, I mean, we're not supposed to bring our babies, you know, so I would have had to check with production. Production normally doesn't want you bringing the kids. So, like, you just be doing that to go against the grain anyway. Trying to say Portia feel guilty. And Portia like, I don't feel guilty for nothing. Like, I take care of mines by myself. You the one can afford all these nannies, you know, got nannies left and right. I'm with mine. So, no, I don't feel guilty about nothing. Candy chimes in, you know, and tells him that it's not fair because, you know, it seems like he's just using it as an excuse to not film with us. And that's exactly what the excuse is. Drew gets a question about telling the group about the private jet. And Drew, with her self-righteous self, gonna say that, you know, she did it to hold her accountable. Can you say, oh, because she a narc. She a narc. Drew says she was just holding her accountable. These are your friends and you're lying to them. So, I mean, I was just holding you accountable. Girl, okay. Kenya, of course, she chimes in, you know, I've been so nice to you. I'm always so nice to you. I was nice in the beginning. I tried to be really nice to you at first. Miss me, okay? Miss me. She starts really going in. She talks about, you know, like, I had your bag, you know, when you said that you were having body issues, I told you to bring some Spanx. Like, she was trying to go in and be shady. And Drew, you know, stepped in and was like, okay, since you want to bring up the body issues, let me just tell y'all that, you know, she's been diagnosed with something kind of like endometriosis. She has very, very painful periods. And whatever the condition is, she accumulates a lot of tissue on her abdomen area. And so she's going to have a hysterectomy. She's like, thank you for having me have to tell these folk about my medical business. You know, like, girl. And, you know, there are people out there like, well, she didn't make you tell all of that. And didn't she have to? Because don't nobody want y'all. I don't want nobody out here thinking that I'm just fat. No, let me tell y'all where the fat came from, why the fat is there, what we dealing with. Because y'all not finna be just out here thinking that I'm just a slob. And so that's where that comes from. You know, that's why she felt like she needed to explain that. Because, for one, you sitting up here talking about, well, I've been telling you about my body issues. And you was trying to help me by telling me to bring Spanx. You're being shady. And so now let me get out in front of this. Because, no, I don't have body issues. She's been diagnosed with something. So please, anybody pretending like they didn't understand that or just went over your head, you are just purposely doing that. You know, people, soon as the people don't like somebody, they find fault in everything, you know, and the people are starting not to like Drew. And so everything Drew says is annoying or agitating the people. I just, whatever. She say Dr. Jackie is her doctor, so Dr. Jackie gonna get it straight, okay? Dr. Jackie got a habit of telling folk business too. Yeah, what was that girl named Buffy? Yeah, infertile. Don't tell Dr. Jackie what you got going on either, okay? Anyway, Cynthia's wedding. Mike has a new job, by the way. He has a job where he'll be in Atlanta. He'll be in Atlanta more. I don't know if this is a permanent situation or not, but he gonna, be in Atlanta full time pretty much because his job is here now. So, we got Cynthia. They gonna keep Lake Bailey on the hill because it's not Lake Bailey no more. It's Lake Bailey on the hill. Anyway, Cynthia, you ready? You want me to read the mean tweets or what? Cynthia say, go ahead. Go ahead, let's go. The people dragging Cynthia for having a wedding during the pandemic, whatever. That lady can do what she want, okay? My thing is, people who try to shame other people for going out, not wearing their mask, or, listen, as long as you're not coming in my little bubble with your COVID, then it don't matter to me. I'm not judging people for continuing to live their lives however they see fit. I can't say that if I had my heart set on a wedding date that I wouldn't want to keep said wedding date, pandemic and all. I don't get, there are a lot of people are judgy when it comes to this whole pandemic situation or whatever. It's so selfish to have. You weren't even on the invite list. You ain't gonna be there. So why do you care? You're not invited. So you won't be in attendance. And if you are someone that's invited and feels a way, you can respectfully decline. We all grown and don't have to be in, small spaces where you're uncomfortable. But to drag it out and to try to place yourself here and the person that, is just living their life down here, we're not doing that. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. Oh, this is so irresponsible. Please, child. Okay. Don't worry about coming to nothing else after the pandemic, okay? Just don't. Please. Cause you worried about getting sick, right? Anyway. Oh, and we find out that Mike's daughter, Ashley, she ain't come to the wedding. She was supposed to walk him down the aisle with his other daughter, and that didn't happen. She, last minute decided not to come. Cynthia didn't dive into that, but I want to know what's going on. She ain't drawn up no prenup yet either. She look over there at Candy. Candy just say, get it done. Get her done, okay? Candy and Portia. Their reel was like super duper heartwarming. Like we saw the discord, but when they get along, it is fun. I really liked seeing that. Like it was like, oh, I remember that. They really used to have a really good time together. So seeing them come around full circle and now, they're cool again at least. It's refreshing. I always like to see Candy and Portia getting along. Marlo comes in. I just find it funny that they're so close now, like after the whole dungeon party. It seems like after the dungeon party, you two were like really close. Almost like she had something on you. Like, really, Marlo? We are moved on, talking about something else, and here you go. Cause it's she just wants Portia to say, in this reunion, yes, it was me. I had a threesome with Bolo. That's what y'all want for Portia to do. She ain't doing it. She don't owe y'all that. She don't have to do that. Okay, my bad. Now we talking about the dungeon party, and I don't think that they did enough talking about it for me. Like I felt like we kind of like glazed over it. And we were supposed to like really dive in deep and give it to Kenya for her behavior during that trip. Well, at least during the dungeon party and what transpired afterwards and how she just drug it, we didn't get into that, and we should have. But anyway, we run the footage back of the dungeon party. Andy, when they come back, Andy asks, so what would my name have been? And she thinks for a minute. Your name, Silver Bullet. Everybody like, ooh, Silver Bullet. Ooh. Y'all remember when Sheree did that? Ooh, Silver Bullet. That was a good name. That was a good name, Candy. We talk about chocolate. You know, chocolate was really given. Chocolate was given. Even Portia say, listen, I'm here for chocolate. I like chocolate. Me and chocolate have fun. I don't know what Kenya got going on, but chocolate and peach juice can ride out. He asked about, you know, what happened on that coffee table. And Portia tries to explain. Portia's like, I mean, I just feel like all I remember, like I could barely remember. This is when everybody can't remember. I can barely remember, but I think that's LaToya. She had her face in the place, and everybody's like, oh, did she now? And she's like, I mean, I still had my costume on, and he's like, I mean, what costume? Some floss, girl, please. That wasn't much of nothing. Toya say, yeah, because I could have slid them things to the side. Portia say, oh, could you now? You could have did what now, girl? Portia trying to set something up for after the reunion. You gonna do what? But Andy, you know, he said that he applauds the ladies. Like, this was very liberating, seeing them be so free and, you know, so open about their sexuality. It was liberating to see. You know, we having this nice moment, and here come Marlo again. You know what, Andy? I just want to know why me and Portia aren't cool anymore. Like, what did I do to her, you know, to warrant this? It's like, you are really dragging Marlo. She's trying to make something out of nothing. Like, she wants a back and forth with Portia. I'm assuming she's trying her hardest to create some type of drama for the reunion, you know, and so she gonna poke about this Bolo situation for as long as she can, about, you know, how she felt like Portia was moving different, you know, after the situation. And Portia probably was, you know. She said that Portia ignored her texts right after the very next day. The very next day after, you know, after everything went down. Or it might have been after she made up with Kenya, then she, you know, Portia started acting different. But it's like Portia probably felt like, you getting cool with Kenya. Kenya is around here trying to tell my business. And then you go befriend her as my friend. Like, why would you do that? You know, because as my friend, I wouldn't want to be around somebody spreading rumors about you, or, you know, trying to, you know, drag this out. No. Because as a friend, I'll be telling Kenya, you need to chill on that. You know, like, that's that girl's business. She don't owe nobody an explanation. Like, that's what you do. Candy was doing that, you know, even though, like Marlo said, Marlo's like, you over there kissing ass and you all cool with her. The same person, you know, came and told me everything you did the very next day, and you know, just going to bat for her. So apparently Candy done, you know, the very next day went to Marlo's room with all the tea and told her everything. I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly, that's something that Candy did. Still, Marlo, what are you doing? What are you doing? Portia wasn't giving her any of it. She really thought that she was gonna be going back and forth with that girl, and she was like, "You're just being so nasty." And then Portia's like, "Nasty? Ooh, ooh, you're mad. Are you mad?" Kenya over there, so childish. Girl, shut the fuck up. Who's talking to you? Nobody. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. But anyway, like I said, Portia, she was paying her dust, not really giving Marlo the energy that she was looking for. And I loved it. I loved it. Don't do it, Portia. Don't do it, okay? Even though I normally say when they go low, I'm to the ground. In this particular situation, I'm proud of her for not doing that, you know. Because she tried to say something about her face, talking about your new face. Portia was like, okay, your new body. That new body, though. That new body. Okay, girl, new body. I like your new body. I couldn't even tell Portia had a new face. Like, I know Portia got her teeth done, I'm sure. I think she does fillers. Either way, she still look good. Like, it ain't a botched face, so who cares if she did a little, you know, nip and tuck, you know, a little chisel here and there. Who cares? Who cares? Because Portia looks damn good. So the read just fell flat again. Fell flat. Anyway, that's where it ends out. With Marlo feeling like she about to spill some tea on Portia. I think Portia gives us a little bit more in this next episode. I think they dragged the cuss out of her, you know. Cause it's just like, y'all not gonna keep trying to hold my feet to the fire about this Bolo situation. Cause I'm grown and I ain't got to tell you if I did or if I didn't. If that girl wanna lie, she can do that. Her prerogative. Her puss. Okay? She ain't got to tell y'all who been in it. What Missy say, don't worry about who I'm sticking and licking. Okay? Just mad it ain't them. That's all that is. Anyway, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.